Hi, my name is Fernanda Salmerón, um, and my major is international business.
Hey, my name is Leslie Mendoza. My major is English. Today we are going to be talking about the art that we chose in order to represent our project. Um,
Okay, so our art represents the discrimination and stereotypes, injustice, and all about the inequalities and the experience that we experience every day uh, in the world just to be a fact to be a person of color, a Latin person, or an Asian person. And currently we deal with situations of discrimination and violence to begin from different culture or simple fact to having a different customs. So Leslie, in your opinion, what is discrimination?
in my opinion, I'm gonna go ahead and back forward to our discussion throughout week 10 during the Kenny discussion and how we talked about what racism was and what it like came to the conclusion was that it was physically and verbally excluding someone who is of color of skin, for example, African Americans or just Mexicans in general, sticking to a stereotype to where they feel superior less than them. And that also refers to the background of this picture because in the back African Americans and Mexicans are stereotyped as criminals in every way, and they feel like people that are white are more superior to people of color because people of color always end up doing criminal activities or behind bars in any way, which also leads to how this person of color is trying to go on and continue on in life, but people that are white are like pulling them back just so that they don't um complete any succession that comes their way. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, to so we are going to talk about like in my personal opinion what it's discrimination for me. And for me it's the unequal and harmful treatment of individuals or groups based on characteristics such as race, gender, age, and sexual orientation, and among others instead of their personal merits. And what do you think about it, Leslie? What's your opinion?
From what I think of it is, I think discrimination or its practice not only negatively affects equality of opportunity and the well-being of people, but also perpetuates social divisions and inequalities, unbalancing the principles of justice and equality towards the people of color compared to people that are white.
Yeah, I think that happens more when the professor says last week or 2 weeks ago about the first Wonder Woman that she changed her name, or like Maria Juana. She's That's her real name, and I didn't know that she was Latina. So, um, like the professor says, like a lot of people change or anglicize their names to have more opportunities. And I think a lot of people get stereotypes only for to be Hispanic, to have only Hispanic uh parents, or to have another names, not common names, like the white strategy. And it starts to be like the principal thing.
No, yeah, I agree with you. I think one of the first stories the professor told us was that I don't remember if it was his dad or his grandpa was working in a construction site, and because he was the only Mexican there, they completely rejected him because they were specifically white people only. So from there on, when he had a kid, instead of putting both nationalities, like, oh, I'm Mexican American, he specifically just put his kid as, oh, I'm white because not only does it like open up more opportunities, but it gives you a whole new diversity that people see upon, and they don't stereotype you as like, something that's unfair or unequal. And it also just like it just helps you in the long run. And like if you change your last name, like for example Wonder Woman, like it does you so many favors and opens so many doors for you compared to like if your last name was something like, oh, like Garcia or Venezuela or like stuff like that, just because like it's a common Mexican name. So white names are like more common to get you succession in the long run.
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of situations like that. And it's like a big deal because even when they hear your last name, it's, oh, she's Mexican or he's Mexican, and no, 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 don't give it to him the principal uh act paper to be an actor, or the principal yeah, stuff.
So moving forward with that, how do you think we take the knowledge we are developing in this course to enhance and impress students' learning experience?
Okay, I wrote some important points that I think it's that they can help to the students that they oppress. So applying this knowledge occurring in this course, uh, first, it's necessary to identify the specific barriers that oppress students face in the educational context. These may include racial discrimination, like we say at the beginning, socioeconomic discrimination, and disabilities, among others. When these barriers are understood, we can start to teach methods to overcome them. So if we get that thing first, we can start to make a change.
Yeah,
So
I agree with
yeah.
like we can definitely develop an inclusive curriculum that takes into account diverse perspectives and experiences, which includes includes teaching materials that reflect the variety of cultures, histories, and contributions from marginalized groups. In addition, we can also adapt teaching techniques to meet different learning styles and needs. But in order to do this, it is necessary to foster a classroom environment that promotes safety, respect, and inclusions, which also include things like clearing policies against harassment and discrimination, as well as promoting open dialogues on issues of equality and social justice. I feel like educators must train in cultural sensitivity and recognition of their own implicit biases.
Yeah, even understanding how the biases can influence the interaction with students and their pedagogical practices is essential to create a more equality environment. And even we need to change students in their learning process and empower them to express their needs and concerns. This also includes providing them with resources and support, such as tutoring, counseling, and mentoring programs that they can help overcome the specific challenges they face. Even if we are taking these steps, we can use the knowledge again in this course to create educational strategies and to recognize the diversity that we have in the present students that actually has those problems.
And that actively work to provide them with the tools and opportunities necessary for the success and well-being of their own future and succession. I feel like a lot of people don't know how much opportunity you have when it comes towards to being white and having privilege and being able to continue forward to get everything that you want and need, whether it be at school or whether it be at work. Um, it can take you so many places and you don't even realize it. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to make really change that people can notice about the that it's easy to promote, to get more knowledge about the diversity that we have in our world. We are not only one. So yeah, that's my opinion. That's
I completely agree because I believe he gave an example in during class how he was like, have you ever realized that multiple teachers in whether it be at state or community college or just in general, um, none of them are of color. Like it's very few people that are of color, that the majority of teachers in general are white. It comes very, it's very uncommon for one of the people to be Mexican, African American, Filipino. Like, it's just like all these cultural things. Just because in the past it was kind of like not forbidden, but it was like looked down upon for somebody of color to step up and take that leadership role in order to not only educate themselves but educate a whole classroom. So majority of them just led to like, white privilege that came with it. Um, yeah.
yeah, and some of the whitest strategy that the professor says before.
Yeah, he went over a lot of white strategy throughout the past couple of weeks, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel like we kind of covered most of them. Is there anything you want to add to it? No? Okay, should we say like a outro or whatever? Um, be like, okay, thank you guys for listening or some shit. Because I think we have to upload on YouTube now, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the but
Okay.
yeah.
But yeah, wrapping this up from week 9 to 12. Thank you guys so much for listening and going through this momentum and experiencing our art that comes with our script. Um
Thank you for listening to us, our opinions, and this is our now the knowledge that we have to nine to the week 9 to week 12. So yeah, thank you to be here.